be doing our normal show today. We have the Meta Movement. This is where I talk about anything metaphysical, your abilities, my abilities, how I came into my abilities. We are going to do some free readings today. We're going to talk a little bit about missing people's cases, and I'm hoping that you guys, if you start to roll in, you'll know that you are here for a reason, because you are connected spiritually, and you are on this spiritual path, you are on this awakening path, and you're meant to be here. So I hope that I get to connect with a lot of you guys today, and if you are just rolling in, go ahead and say hi in the comments, tell me where you are from. I'm coming to you from Southwest Florida, and if you're new here, my name is Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium and also an intuitive life coach. I have a master's in sports psychology and another in behavioral analysis. So first and foremost, I worked with a lot of athletes for a majority of my life, and I did a lot of mental coaching, visualization. Good morning. Oh, hello from Texas. How are you guys? How's your weather over there? Is it getting warmer? Like it's kind of hot today, but it's been going back from like 80s, 70s, 90s, like it's all over the place. Oh, hello from Washington State. We have two people from Washington State back to back. Wait, three back to back to back. Awesome. Hi, do you guys know each other? We have, oh my gosh, Alabama. Hello, you're a little bit closer to me. But nonetheless, it's probably just still morning for you guys. You guys probably just having some coffee, waking up. That's good, because we're going to talk a little bit about waking up, and it's more about waking up on a spiritual side. So if you guys are interested in getting some free readings, messages from your guides, and also I do have some specials going on if you guys would like a personalized reading from me. So I'll talk about that a little bit later, but what I want to do is I'm going to kind of figure out which deck I'm going to use first. And oh, hey, love. Hello, Jeanette. How are you? Hello, Washington State. There's a lot of you guys. Did you guys get like my I don't know, is my stuff going over there? Oh, hello, Jacques from South Africa. Hello. How are you? Hi, guys. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy that you guys are showing up. I go live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it may not be this time where you are in the world right now, but it is right now. Okay. Hey, you're watching from UAE. Hello. How are you? That's crazy. You guys are so, like, everyone is so far, but you guys are on both sides of me. I'm sitting in Florida. Okay. So I got some people across, all the way across the U.S. on one side and then across the ocean on the other. Hey from Tennessee. Oh, hello from Ontario. How are you guys? Thanks so much for being here. So if you're just tuning in, my name's Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium. I'm also an intuitive life coach. I have a master's in sports psychology, another in behavioral analysis. I've been an athlete my whole life. I'm a life coach, and now I'm combining my love of spirituality and my natural abilities as a psychic medium. I'm combining that with my love for psychology. And so I'm bringing that to you. I'm bringing you guys healing. I'm going to help you guys learn how to heal yourself and basically live in this new awakened state so that we can live our best lives. I mean, I know a lot of you want to live your best lives. I mean, that's all it's really about, right? Oh, hey, we got two from California back to back. How are you guys? I am going to be using some special decks, some decks that I absolutely love. And if you find that you are connected to any of the decks that I have today, just know that you can click the link in my bio, and that will take you to my snip feed link. That's where you can purchase readings as well, but the decks will be linked in there as well. Okay, so if you feel drawn, this is called the 5 Cent Tarot deck. Madame Clara is the beautiful artist behind this deck. And you can find their information. The link will be in my bio, so you can find their information how to get this. What is my favorite crystal for healing? Okay, healing. Crystal quartz, clear quartz, Lemurian seed quartz. I have some right here. Let me just grab it. Okay, any quartz is going to be, they're magnifiers, okay? Quartz are magnifiers, so they're going to magnify your intentions. They're going to magnify your healing. Now, how do you use crystals? Let's just get into it. Donna, you're originally from Maine. I'm originally from Maine too. All right, let's talk about crystals right away. So I know you guys, like, this is how I started my journey. I used crystals to amplify my abilities, okay? No joke. I recently posted a few things in my TikTok. You guys can go look at it. They're older videos of me, a lot older. I have a lot less skin, a lot less mom of me. I think I've had two or three children since those that time. But it was in 2016 and I was just waking up. I was just figuring this out. I didn't have, there weren't videos on, there was no such thing as TikTok. There were no videos on YouTube about what awakening was or twin flames were. I felt like I was one of those trailblazers. I was one of the people in the beginning. And I went back to an old Instagram post that I found from 2016 because I didn't document it. And you're from Auburn. I am from the other twin city. That's crazy. So the information in that video is very, I just had to go back and look at it because I was newly awakened. And sometimes I forget what that feels like to be newly awakened. I forget what it feels like for you guys to have a third eye chakra awakening and to have your first vision. I forget what it's like to have your first heart chakra awakening and have all of these emotions to where like you question whether or not you're pregnant because you're so emotional. Okay? You had your you had your awakening in 2011. Well, yeah, like there were some it trickled in. Like there was this trickle, I think between like 2016 and 2018 I feel like it was one of the first big dumps of where we started to see a lot about it on the internet. So I'm going to thank you in 2011 for being there, for probably being one of those higher souls that pushed me to awaken myself, because what happens is it's like a domino effect. And the more people that awaken, it pushes and it raises the energy of the collective consciousness, which pushes more people to heal, okay? So you're asking, you're from Florida. Hello, is there a waiting list? Now, let me tell you how we're going to go today, but I do want to talk about these crystals because someone brought it up and I haven't talked about it yet, okay? The age of Aquarius boosted the effect. Yes, it did. It was December 2020, right? Now, listen. Crystal healing. This is what we do. This is how I program. Now, a lot of you are healers, okay? And I'm going to show you how I push through my blocks faster, because as some people would label me as a light worker, because I am to bring my light to the world so that others can see me, and that changes them. Just by meeting me, I feel like people are changed. However, energetically, by my messages from spirit, whatever it is, by my lifestyle choices. Now, crystals, what you want to do is, in your right hand is the hand that you send energy with. Your right hand sends energy, okay? And your left hand receives energy. Now, when you want to do healing work for yourself, okay? Because as healers, we have to heal ourselves first, or we have to be healed in some way, shape, or form to actually help heal other people. Otherwise, we're going to be triggered to heal at the same time as that we're healing other people, okay? So I'm so happy that you say that my energy is infectious, because I do feel like that is a part of me that I do need to bring to you guys. Now, what I would do every day I did this when I started to awaken, okay? I would take a crystal and I would put it in my right hand with the point facing away, okay? The point facing away, because that's where I want the energy to go into the crystal this way. I don't want the energy to come back to me. What I want to do is hold the crystal in my right hand with the point facing away. Hello, how are you, Melissa? Now, I want you to tell yourself this. I wish to program this crystal with the blocks that I have to overcome next. I wish to program with all the unconscious or subconscious blocks that I need to overcome next. Now, what you need to do is focus your energy, and I feel like what I used to do is I used to picture any negative energy, or I would picture any trauma. I would picture that as just energy, because in the moment I wasn't being shown. I'll show you how to heal from such a dark place. This is what I did every day. Okay. I was in a very dark place. Now, you're not always shown what you have to heal, but you can program the information into the crystal, and then you can have the crystal release the information to you as if a friend was doing it, okay? As if your subconscious wrote a note to your friend and then your friend read it to your conscious mind. That's what we are doing. We're taking information from our unconscious or subconscious. We are putting it into a form of consciousness so that we can take that trauma or those blocks and heal them, okay? Now, there's a process to healing. Now, and there's layers and layers to healing. So what you're going to find is you're going to have to do this on the daily, okay? Hello from Arizona. Good morning. So every day for 10 minutes, I would do this. It was like, I would get ready to fight. I would be like, all right, what are we going to release today? How many blocks am I going to get through today? It felt so good, guys, to release blocks. Once you realize like that feeling, it's like addicting. The behavior of releasing blocks feels addicting because it's such a light weight lifted off of you. You want more and more and more. So I program my crystal, I close my eyes, point the crystal away, and I program it to hold any of my blocks that I need to overcome. And because I don't know what they are, I just picture it as red energy entering the crystal, red or black energy, okay? Now, when I want to, hold on, I'll get to it. So you say when we want to release. Now, what I do is I get up from my meditation. I go chug a bunch of water, okay? And then I kind of shake it off. I shake myself off. I realign my energy. Maybe I grab a different crystal. Maybe I grab some rose quartz. Maybe I grab something else and just kind of place it near me. Now, you're going to take the same crystal and put it in your left hand now with the point facing you. And what you want to say is, I invite my blocks to my consciousness so that I can overcome them. Now, what you need to do in order to overcome your blocks is you need to experience your blocks first. Okay, you have to experience them, you have to acknowledge them, because what happens is most of the time when we have trauma or something in our lives, what do? We close our eyes, we hold our ears, we don't want to see it, we don't want to imagine that it's real in the moment. We don't fully experience it in the moment. So what we have to do is go back and we have to experience it. We have to accept that it happened. And the more we accept it, the less of an effect it has on our body. And it's kind of like, there's science to this, because in our amygdala in our brain, which is in the very center, our amygdala holds highly emotional and fearful memories. Okay, so when you bring a memory out that you have not thought of in a long time, it's very frightening. It's very scary. It's like someone that's lit on fire in front of you. You don't know what to do. Oh my God, I've never seen something this horrible before. But now imagine what happens if you're used to staring at it. Imagine if you see this man on fire on video over and over every day. What's going to happen is you're going to eventually get used to it. It's not going to trigger you as much. Okay? Now that's kind of the same thing with your own traumas. You have to accept it and you have to acknowledge that it has kept you from doing whatever it is. Now, when you want to release that from you, you have to tell yourself, once you have to acknowledge what it is you want to release. So once you acknowledge whatever it is, maybe it's an energy with a father. Okay? I wish to release all energies that no longer serve my higher good. I wish to release all energies that no longer serve my higher purpose. Because those reoccurring thoughts and those reoccurring emotional kind of triggers do not serve you. But after you've healed from them, they no longer need to be there, because the only reason that they're continuing to go through you is because you haven't healed it. You need it still. But once you accept it, you no longer need it in your life. Okay? So you release it as take it back. Yes, you want it to be gone from your energy. It's almost like you imagine the energy was there for a purpose, some type of whatever it was. Maybe you had a coping mechanism, okay, to deal with trauma. Your coping mechanism is no longer needed if you can heal and push away your trauma, or if you can accept the trauma that happened to you and realize that it's not a part of you and it's not you, that somebody else placed that trauma onto you, that it was their trauma to begin with. It was never supposed to be your trauma. Once you realize the origin of where that behavior or where that defense mechanism or where that coping mechanism came in, once you realize the origin, it's easier to release it. Now, I'm going to tell you why. Okay? Hi guys, thanks for being here. I'm on a rant, but I will come back in a second. Now think of this, tipping in America, tipping waitresses, and listen to this, okay? Now, if I were to just tell you, maybe we should change the way we tip, maybe we don't need to do it anymore, like maybe it's just a dumb idea, maybe we should just have people like pay regular wages and not even worry about tipping, that way people don't get upset, blah, blah, blah. I say that to you and you're like, well, it works good, like what's really the problem? You know, and you don't really see anything wrong with it, so it's hard for you to change. But what if I told you that in 1932, 38, somewhere around there, the United States adopted the idea of tipping because employees did not want to pay black people as much as white people to work. So what they did was they found a loophole and they said, oh, well, I'm just going to pay you this much. And if you do a good job, then the person you're serving should see it and they should pay the rest of the money. So now that you know the origin of how that came into America, it seems really stupid and silly, and it's almost easier to get rid of it, or easier for us to say, yeah, why the hell do we still do this? So understanding the origin of where your traumas and coping came from is going to help you release that from your energy. Okay? Awesome. Awesome. I'm glad you guys are learning something. And don't forget, while you're here, I'm Intuitive Healer 22. I would love to get to 22,000 likes. Like, thank you so much. I would really appreciate it. Now, I'm going to tell you really quickly, if any time during this live, I'll be on for about another hour and a half, you would like a personalized reading. I do have $16 readings just for people in my live. So nobody else knows about this right now except for people in my live. And what you have to do is go to my profile in TikTok, click on the 2 blue arrows. There's 2 blue arrows. You see those blue arrows? Click underneath it. That is my snip feed link, and that will take you right to my page. You'll see this orange, beautiful orange full moon, and that's the $16 special. I also have an aura reading for $11, and then I have some longer readings, mediumship readings, spiritual coaching, North Node fertility, medical readings, things like that. So if you want to check that out, and if you just keep scrolling, that's where you'll see all the decks that I have today, okay? So just giving you guys a heads up, I do have those readings available in my bio for $16 while I am live, okay? So here we go. Let's do this. You had a near-death experience in 2016, and the crystal I had with me literally saved my life. I believe things like that happen. Now, let me tell you guys about crystals that break, okay? Say the sayings again so you can write it down. Let me tell you guys, I put this is my live. I do this all the time. What I do is I upload these lives and then I put them onto my YouTube channel called The Meta Movement. Okay, so by this weekend, maybe by Sunday, go there and check out, here we go. Let me just get back there. Okay, go to, here we go. Go to the link, like I said before, and if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see where are my videos? Right there. There's the Meta Movement. So you can click there and it will take you right to my YouTube page with all of the lives that I ever do are there. So you can go back and check that out. Okay, so just remember the date. They're in there by date, okay? So you'll be able to write that down, because you know what? Sometimes I get on a rant and I wish I recorded it at the same time. Hey, Dominique, thanks so much for being here. Dominique is one of my moderators. She is very good at answering questions if I am not watching or listening. Okay. All right. So, what are you saying? Okay, you are awesome, but can't afford, only listen. Okay, we are in a war. Gotta keep all that money. Sorry. No problem, love. But I am doing free readings, so that's why I come live. I come live to do free readings, messages from your guides. So you don't need money for that. But if you do want a personalized reading, this is my profession. I guess you can say this is part of who I am. I don't believe in even using the word profession or like career or job. Like I feel like we've been conditioned to hate those words. And this is who I am. So yeah, this is how I support my family. We're gonna be mobile. Like I'm gonna be a mobile psychic soon. We're gonna be like on the road. 22 is your number 2. Thank you so much for saying she's worth the money. It is $16. I have $11 readings in there too. I have text readings. There's all kinds of stuff in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a deck. I feel like I need to start with this Heavenly Bodies Astrology deck. Okay, and I love this deck. I am a big advocate of decks that help you learn their dual purpose. Not only can you help and read for people, but you can learn something else. Okay, like for example, if you want to learn astrology, if you get this deck, Heavenly Bodies Astrology, it's a beautiful, beautiful box, and it comes with a book that's going to help you learn astrology. And if you hate reading, like me, I don't even look at the book. All I do is use the cards. And the more I use the cards, the more I'm starting to understand these types of energies, yin yang energies, what all the house energies are. And it helped me to really put my foot in the door with astrology. Okay. So, are you guys ready? All you have to do is say your name in the comments. That's it. Say your name. I'm an energy reader. I connect to your name. I'm also clairvoyant, so I might get some messages. I might get some words. I'll tell you those if I do. If I do get anything medical, I don't like to do that out loud. So if I do get anything medical, I'll tell you to message me on Instagram. And if you have any personal questions that I don't answer or don't get right now, just message me on Instagram because I go there. It's Katie Maike Psychic. Okay, and you can find that through my TikTok, I believe. Okay, so Sarah. So this is you're being asked to embrace this energy, Sarah. Okay, so I got the Cancer energy for you. This is a lot more nurturing, a lot more care or comfort or protection of your soul, protection of you. I almost feel like it's time for you to, it's twofold. Okay, I feel like there's like a black and a white to this. One, I feel like you need to think about you. You need to soothe your own soul. You need to comfort yourself. And at the same time, you need to stick up for yourself more and say the things that you want the things that you say, you know. And it's almost like if somebody makes a better claim, if you say, I want to do this, and someone makes a better claim, it's like you give up. I feel like, I don't know if it's just not worth the fight, but I feel it's time for you to step into you and nurture yourself of what you want. Protect your wants and your needs, okay? All right, so Christina M. All right, Christina M. Thanks so much. All you got to do is say your name in the comments, guys. And if you would like to make sure that you get a personalized reading, all you have to do is click and book with the link in my bio. It's a snip feed. I work through third-party companies. I do this because of scammers, okay? All right, here we go, love. Christina. Okay. I got Uranus energy, which is like, it can be kind of crazy. It can be, it's more about, for me, it's more like this radical change. I feel like what you see for yourself in the future, the idea or the way that you live or what you want, whether it's even just love, I feel like you have to realize that the reason you don't have it right now is because of the actions you're doing, the way that you're thinking. Like if you want something other than what you have right now, you have to have radical change. You have to have complete radical shift your face, shift your habits, shift your thinking, and that will bring the radical change. Okay, because I do see that you want it and you're like, I almost feel like you're like, this is too slow. This is happening too slowly. The more change, the faster it will come. Okay? All right. Awesome, awesome. Thanks so much for being here, guys. I'm Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium, intuitive life coach. We're doing free readings right now. All you have to do is say your name in the comments. And if you would like a personalized reading, I have $16 readings on special through the link in my bio. You'll be taken away from the live, but don't worry. I will be here for another hour, and we'll be doing the same thing, talking about our spiritual abilities, talking about messages from your guides. Okay. Okay, Lauren. I saw Lauren and she had her rainbow. Okay. Lauren, this is for you. Oh, you're welcome, love. Okay, what energy are you being asked to embrace? Lauren, this is for Lauren. Okay, so I got Jupiter and Uranus energy for you, and this is more like, this is growing, expanding, and changing. Okay, like this is, I feel like there are still parts and pieces of your personality that you have not let into your daily life. There's still, you haven't worked them into your daily life. They're still hidden, okay? And I feel like everything that you want in life, the feeling, it's the feeling. I know you want that feeling, that happiness, waking up and not having to think about something negative or think about what if or a situation, just having this freedom in your mind. Okay, I feel like you need to figure out what those pieces of you are that you kind of pushed away, maybe society, maybe your parents, maybe somebody just didn't like it or say it was bad, or you saw a video that said it wasn't accepted, something that made you hide it. Okay, you need to bring it out, because I feel like you're being asked to grow and expand, and I feel like you need to reach other people. Like you're being asked to reach other people. That is your purpose in life. Okay, you need to expand your voice. All right. Here we go. Nikki, thanks so much for being here. All right, Nikki, message for you. What energy do you need to embrace right now? Have you been learning some stuff or teaching or education or something? Okay. If you haven't, this might be connected to this. I got the 12th house, which is about spirituality. It's about healing. It's about service. Okay. So if you haven't been in this energy, or maybe you are teaching, I feel like there has to be some connection with you, with teaching and spirituality, or this transcendence into this healing energy where we want to heal ourselves. Okay. There is definitely a teaching element to you. And I do feel like you are being asked to almost like let yourself go into the ether, like let yourself just escape into it. And I feel like what's going to happen is you're going to feel good in this space. Like you're going to feel good in this meditative space where you could potentially even get addicted to it. Okay. But I do feel like at the end of the day, you're meant to teach people what you've learned or what you've done in this spiritual realm. Okay. All right. I'm going to change the deck. All right, let's use the Soul's Journey deck. Okay, we're gonna use the Soul's Journey deck. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Double tap on my third eye if you want to connect. I mean, energetically, that'll give this live some likes. Basically, that's like my sneaky way of getting likes. If you double tap on my third eye, it throws hearts on the screen. See, I told you. It's working, right? Yeah. Okay. I feel like I want to give you guys some energy. Like, I feel like Spirit keeps telling me to do like this energy surge with you guys. I've done this before. Now, okay, I'm going to send you guys, okay, I'm going to do it at the end. All right. I got to remember to do this at the end. Spirit's like, do an energy wave, which is where I send like a heart chakra awakening to some of you guys. So I'll do that in a little bit. All right. So Lisa B. Okay, these are going to be blocks, things that you really need to get over. Okay, we talked about like uncovering them, but maybe these will go deeper. Okay, so even if you do not get called, this could trigger something in you. Remember, we have layers, guys. So if this message resonates with you, please take it, because this is meant to heal more than one person. Sometimes I just need to call that person out to get something specific. Okay, happiness. Oh, your block is happiness. It's coming through as green though. And all right. I feel like you knowing that you're on the right path is what can create happiness in your life. I feel like there's this struggle of, am I on the right path? And every time you ask that, it puts doubt in your mind, which then puts like negative emotions, like not happiness is kind of how I feel. Okay. Hey guys, thanks for being here. I see some of you new people coming in. Hey guys. So, I definitely feel like trying to, listen, this is how, I can't tell you to not think of those negative things, right? That's dumb. Like, don't think of a red balloon, guys. What'd you all picture? A red balloon, right? So, I feel like making the necessary changes in your life so that you do see the good in everything. It's like, it's always trying to find the situation, trying to find a little bit of good in everything, guys. Like for the fact that I have over 130 scam accounts of me, I try to find the good in that. I try to find the good in the dealing with that on a daily basis. And what happens is it causes you guys to come and find me. We talk on the side, DM. I've given readings to people because they were like, hey, so-and-so tried to scam me. And I was like, thanks. And then something would come through and I would tell them. I mean, I've connected with so many people because of these scammers. So, I mean, I'm not going to say thank you. But like, I mean, that's all I could say is like some good vibe energy. But by this time, you guys know it's a little crazy, right? I know you guys know, that it's crazy. Oh, moderators, you just got a kudos. You're doing so good. Happy Thursday. It is Happy Thursday. It is Happy Thursday. So let's go. Some more blocks. Meg Marie, some blocks. Okay. Something, and remember, these go deep, guys. These go a lot deeper. Grief. Okay. Someone's telling me that you have grief that you haven't dealt with yet. Okay. And it's about understanding that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. And I feel like when you bring appreciation for someone's life or something, okay, it could be grief of a relationship. It definitely feels, okay, it feels like a person though. But for anyone else listening, if it is a relationship, the more appreciation you have for whatever it is that you lost, the better the healing is, the easier the healing is, the less grief you have. It's almost like why people stay in grief is because they don't want to think about it. They don't want to relive memories. They don't want to bring those back too. They feel like it's going to cause more pain than good. But at the end of the day, it's actually helping you heal by remembering the good things. Even in shitty ass relationships, even in shitty relationships, the best way to release those relationships is to be grateful for what they did for you, but they no longer serve you. So your feelings of if it were only different, like that doesn't serve you. All right? Okay. So if you guys would like to purchase personalized readings, please click the link in my bio. All right, guys, I just pulled the adversity card, and it was for someone who just said, can you read me, please? And then I read that, and this popped out. So I can't figure out who that was. But it says I accept challenges that are the best way to learn. So, I mean, this is a good rule for all of us. Anytime there's no such thing as failure, by the way, guys. Like, that's just something the school system made up. Fuck them. Okay? There's no such thing as failure. It's just like a coincidence that F's and failure go together because, like, there's no words with D. Nobody said I was being, like, effortless when I got an E. Okay? So, we just need to accept that a situation that doesn't go our way, that just is a learning opportunity to be successful again in the future. Okay? Just remember that. Maybe some people needed to hear that. I don't know. Okay. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Gway? I can't see. I saw it go by one time. Let me read your name again. I just saw it, but it went by so fast. It was G-U-R. I think it was G-U-R. What is your name? There you are. Oh. Okay. Is it Gurf? I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. I try not to be one of those people who skips names because I can't read it. Okay. So here we go. Message for you, blocks for you. And thank you so much. Everyone was so nice. Like, nobody just kept putting their own name. People were like, oh, it was her. You put her name. You said her name. That was so nice of you guys. I appreciate that. Okay, blocks for you. Okay. There's a man's face that continuously pops up that scares the shit out of me. Do you have some trauma with a man that I feel like this person I feel like you need freedom from this person. I feel like you need freedom from something that, like, his energy. Like, I feel like being away from this person or being away from the thought of this person is what is going to help create happiness in your life. Okay, do you know what I'm talking about? If you could respond, that would be awesome. Because I can't stop seeing this man's face and he is scaring me. Oh, you're welcome, Caitlin. Thanks so much for being here. Okay, it just feels like there's an energy that I'm intimidated by, and it's a man's energy. And I feel like he is blocking my happiness, or there's a fear of him that's blocking my happiness, or there's a trauma from him that's blocking my happiness. Okay? And I feel like you need freedom from this. Okay? Message me. Let me know on the side, because I feel this is so much deeper. You said sorry, not sure. Okay. Okay. It's just like, I feel like there's a fear. Okay? And this could even be like, afraid of like a parent's fear, like a fear of doing something wrong in front of a parent or something. But it's a man's face. Like I see his face. It's almost like, I don't know, I might just message me on the side. I don't know why I can't get out of this energy. It could be someone who's passed. I'm not sure. But I do feel like there's some release or some freedom from this emotion that you need in your life. I feel like there's this heavy emotion that is really controlling you from experiencing true happiness, okay? I don't know how else to say it. He scared me when I first connected to your energy. Like his eyes, he was right in my face. Okay. Cassie, blocks for you, Cassie. We are going to hit 22,000. Thanks, guys. You're awesome. Cassie. Okay. Indecisiveness, I feel like, is something that is control. Like fear controls your decision making. And a lot of the time, your indecisiveness is going between fear and what you truly believe you're supposed to do. There's like constantly this, like, I have to keep... I feel like you need to use your intuition more instead of going with fear. Like I feel like it's easy for you to fall back into routines that are predictable, okay? And trying new things or doing new things or it feels like making decision a different way. It's almost like even like, okay, will I go a different way to work? No, I'm going to go the same way. What if I get in a car accident if I go a different way? Like that's this repetitive kind of thinking, I feel like. So I don't know if this comes from childhood. I don't know if this comes from like a parent or your mother or something, but I do feel like indecisiveness, like not having a clear direction or not having a clear answer. And I do feel like there's fear on the other side that's really kind of controlling the way that you have usually made decisions. Okay. All right. Here we go. You guys ready? Let's keep going. You guys want some more blocks, right? Let's do some more blocks. Brooke. Okay. All right. Acceptance. I feel, so you got this in reverse. Like this, now I know like all these cards are coming up in reverse. Okay. Acceptance. You have to learn to accept the things that you cannot change. The things that you cannot change about yourself are the true pieces of you, and you just have not learned to accept them yet. Just because someone says you need to change something about you doesn't mean that you do. And here is an example, okay? So my North Node, if you guys who don't know what North Node is in your birth chart, and this placement tells you your true life destiny here on Earth. It tells you what you're supposed to be doing and how you're supposed to be doing it. Okay, it's like a cheat sheet to happiness. I do have that reading available. The link is in my bio. I have a video, and if you have like a smaller budget, maybe I have a text option. Okay. Now, it is crazy to discover your North Node. Now, I have a North Node in Aries, and it sits in my 6th house. And I've tried to work with people in the past, and normally it either has to be, like, when I work with someone, like, in groups, it's either, like, if I fall back and let them take control, I get anxious. And most people say that I'm really, like, I'm a good leader, but I'm not, like, good as far as, like, combining what everybody wants. Like for some reason for me, I have a way, I follow my intuition and I go that way. So it's hard for me to work with another individual that's not on my terms. Okay. So someone had told me before, that I was controlling in that way. Like when it came to partnerships or business or working on a project together or something. And at first I was like offended by it. And I was like, what? Like, no, that's always given a bad trait, blah, 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 blah. Well, then I looked at my North Node and saw that it was in Aries, and I saw that it was in my 6th house, which has to do with work or daily activities or daily health or routines and things like that. And I was like, no wonder I can't do that. I'm supposed to be thinking about myself. I'm supposed to be thinking about me. I'm supposed to be thinking about my own intuition and using my own intuition to push myself forward. I'm supposed to be communicating what I want in this life. So once I figured that out, once I was like, no, I'm supposed to be doing this. I don't care if some people think it's a bad trait. It's not a bad trait according to how I'm going to live my life this round. I came from a Libra South Node. This Libra South Node thinks about we. It's about somebody who is always thinking about we, always thinking about other people, making sure other people are good. And I realized I had to get away from that. And that's why it felt so uncomfortable after a certain point. I said, I can't go back and do this. And it was because I was headed towards my south node. So knowing your north and south node, it tells you where you have to kind of stay away from. Don't dive deep into your south node. You want to start to tread water towards your north node, whatever that looks like, whatever that feels like. I can bring you that energy. I can tell you where in your life you're supposed to do it. And I'll probably also tell you your midheaven, because your midheaven is the highest point in the star on your birth chart when you're born, and whatever energy that it's in, mine's in Leo. That's how people know you the best. That is the energy of how people see you. So you might as well bring what it is that people know you the best by. And for me, it was Leo energy, which was motivation, being very motivated. I always wanted to be a motivational speaker. I played sports all throughout college. I was definitely that athlete, that team sport athlete. So it makes perfect sense. So if you guys are looking for some clarity in that area, please book one of those readings. It'll be so helpful for you. Make sure you give me your birth date, time, and place though. I need that. Okay? All right. I'm going to change decks here. All right. Thank you so much, guys. You got me like way past 22,000. Woo! For those of you just joining, I'm Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium. I'm also an intuitive life coach. I have a master's in sports psychology and other behavioral analysis. I'm going to go ahead and check right now just to see if anybody has booked. Usually people book like right at the end when I'm like, okay, I'm leaving. See you later, which is fine because I know you guys like to hang out at the live, but I'm just going to check really quick. Just some people are like, did it go through? Did it go through? Okay. So just a second. Okay. The deck that I was using is called The Soul's Journey. That is linked in my bio. It's called The Soul's Journey. Okay. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it at Barnes & Noble. Okay. Soul's Journey deck. Link is in my bio as well. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Jeanette, Christina, Kelly, Amanda, Cassie, I see you booked. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. I also have some of you guys from yesterday and the day before. I know I have one mediumship reading from the day before that I just hadn't got to. So believe me, you guys can expect your readings. If you book today, you can expect your readings back by Friday evening. Now, if you happen to trickle in over the weekend, just be patient and those will come in on Monday, okay? So here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my 5 cent tarot deck. I was sent this. Somebody emailed me and said, my husband makes tarot decks. Can we send you a tarot deck? And I said, sure, I would love it. And I went on their website and I was looking around and I didn't really like fall in love with it on their website. I'm not gonna lie. But when I opened the deck, I fell in love with it. It's purple and it has this beautiful gold on it with a third eye right in the center. Now, you want to know what I love the most about this deck, guys? Don't worry, I'm going to get right to you. I know you guys want readings. Don't worry, I will get to you. What I love about this deck is if you do not know tarot, you can use this deck, okay? You want to know why? Look at this. Look at this, guys. All right? Now, in this deck, he doesn't, or she, actually, I'm so sorry. I don't even know. I'm going to use they. Pronouns, sorry. The artist used matches instead of wands. They used needles instead of swords. They used buttons instead of pentacles, but they used cups. Okay, and they have all kinds of cool different designs. But this is what I love about it. Now look, let me try to find like one of the major arcana cards to show you guys. Okay, so here's the Magician. Okay. Now, see at the top, I know it's backwards for you guys, but you notice that there's words all over it. And at the top, it says Master of Skills. Right here on the side, it says resourceful, and down here, it says concentration. Now, if I get the card in reverse, I also have words I can read. Manipulation, deception, unfocused. Okay? So you don't technically need to know what these cards mean to use them. All you have to do is flip the card and it will give you the idea, okay? Now, this is an independent artist. Okay, and the link is right in my bio. So if you've already purchased a reading, you know where to go. Just click the link in my bio and just head there. And just, it's right at the top. I do have 2 decks of theirs though, so I'm going to show you the other one in a little bit. But let's do some readings for this. You guys want to do some readings? Shannon, I see you. Okay, you want to see the Lovers card? How am I going to pull that out? I'm going to get to Shannon. But let me see the Lovers card. I feel like I showed the Lovers card yesterday. Right, what are the odds? Should I just like use my intuition and just like pull it out? All right, if I come across, ooh, was that it? The Lovers. Okay, here we go. Here's the Lovers card. Okay, so it says commitment. It says partnership, choices, crossroads, and then upside down it says discord, disharmony, separation. Okay? All right, guys. Shannon. I said Shannon. Okay. Gigi, if you have a question about you and Rayanne, just go ahead and book. I do have... I have $11 aura readings. I even have $11 yes and no questions. And you know I can't just say yes or no. I have to tell you like a little reason. Like I'm going to pull a tarot card for you basically, yes or no question. So there's text and there's video responses and there's one-on-one video Zooms. So check those out. There's all kinds of stuff in there, okay? So I'm going to go back with Shannon, okay? So something Shannon needs to know, energy, it's going to all be energy, okay? Something Shannon needs to know. Okay, so I'm being told that you really need to start figuring out how to manage your stress. And I do feel like I'm getting like even simple like breathing exercises. I don't know if it's just stress but it's like burnout stress. Does that make sense? Like it's... Like I feel the weight on your shoulders is how I feel. I almost feel like you don't even know you got to have more fun. You need to accomplish something. You need to put your mind to something. You need to have goals. You need to be creative. I just feel like you have so much work for other people. Okay? And I feel like you need to turn that into yourself and you need to turn inward, okay? And think about yourself. Like it's really important that you figure this out and you realize you can't live like this. It's stress from other places. It's stress from like jobs is the biggest thing is what I feel like, okay? All right, thanks Shannon. Someone asked where to get this deck. This is called the 5 cent. Let me get the cover. This is called the 5 cent tarot deck. And the link is right in my bio. All right, this is the 5 cent tarot deck. And here's the book inside. All right, it's beautiful. The book doesn't have too much. It tells you a little bit of a different idea of the meanings. Now, let me tell you, like the star card. Now, let me tell you what it says in this book about the star card, where you might realize you're getting it. Okay, awesome. Now, the starfish here beautifully illustrated the ideas of renewal and regeneration as this fascinating creature can regrow its own limbs. The abyss is associated with Egyptian god Thoth, the god of insight. As such, this is a card of manifestation, magic, and the future being revealed. The star brings renewed hope and faith and a sense that you are truly blessed. So I do believe this artist put a lot of thought into this deck because it's not just a replica. They're not just remaking another tarot deck. There are different images, there aren't swords and wands in here, okay? There's different meanings, different images, but they do mean similar things, okay? So Veronica, okay? So message for Veronica. All right, message for Veronica. And I do see you guys booking. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Okay. I feel like I need to tell you just to keep pushing. I feel I feel like your purpose, you're going to feel more purpose when you start living out your true convictions. Okay. I kind of feel like you haven't got to the depth of your true passions. Okay. And a lot of them, maybe you're testing it out. Maybe you're looking at other people and seeing what other people are passionate about. Maybe you think about it or look at it, but or research it or something like that. But I feel like there's a need for you to push through your own convictions. I'm seeing the 7. This is the 7 of matches is what I get. 7 of wands. And to me, it's like, I feel like you have to keep pushing through. There's more to you. There's so much more to you that you haven't fought for. And it's just you fighting for yourself. Okay? I have someone saying that they can relate to Veronica, or at least relate to this reading, right? I mean, this is kind of what I see. It's like your ideas are woven into other people's ideas, and maybe you just touching the surface. I feel like you just got to dig deeper. Okay. Just dig a little bit deeper. Okay. Gigi, message for you. Okay. Hello, if you're new, welcome. All you have to do is say your name in the comments, and that's how you get a free reading. And I'm moving to Gigi right now, okay? What does Gigi need to know? There will be a complete change of plans, okay? I am getting the 6 of Swords in reverse. This is telling me, like, change of plans. There's something from the past that maybe you thought was going to go a certain way, but I feel like it's almost like a relationship coming back from the past, but now this person has a shit ton of baggage with them. That's how I feel. And like, maybe you wanted this to begin with, but now you see it and you're like, okay, change of plans. I got to do something different. Maybe this is not what I wanted. So I feel like maybe you're going after something you want, and it's very possible that you're going to see that you didn't truly want it. Like there's going to be some baggage that comes with it, or there's going to be some like hidden agendas or something like that. Okay? That was for Gigi. All right, guys, and you know, if it cuts out, I know it cuts out sometimes. I have no idea why, but I post all these lives on YouTube. So in order to find where I post these, so this will probably be live this weekend. All you have to do is click the link in my bio and scroll all the way down to my page, and you'll see the meta movement, which will take you right to my YouTube, okay? And if you're interested in purchasing this deck, I don't get any royalties. I just like to push decks that I like to use. So if you have a deck or you know someone who writes or makes decks, I would love to try it out and show people how to use it. So this is an amazing deck. I love this deck. Okay. All right. Here we go. Marissa. Okay, I'm getting some like depression from the past, but I feel like I have to tell you that you will come out of it. There will be recovery from this. So if you've kind of been in a bad place, whether it's coming across as like a mental thing, but I guess it could be if like maybe there were physical consequences, like maybe not exercising or maybe drinking or maybe something like that, okay? I feel like you will come out of this rut that you're in. You will come out of this depression, okay? There is hope for you. There is a recovery. I do see you recovering in a way that is like a solo way. And it doesn't have to be as deep as maybe some people are thinking that I'm saying this, but I do feel like there's this redundancy that you want to get out of. I feel like there's something you want to get out of, and it's like a lower way of thinking. It's a low vibration. And I have to tell you that you will. There is hope in the future. I do see you getting out of it, and I see you by yourself. I see you recovering in like a very peaceful type of way. Okay. just know that that's out there for you, okay? A lot of people, that's their biggest question is, will I ever heal from this, or will I ever get out of this? So sometimes a simple message like that. All right, guys, now I have this 2-penny oracle deck. Heavenly Bodies Astrology Oracle is pretty cool. Yeah, check it out, guys. I just used that deck. Okay, so this is called the 2-cent Oracle. This is by the same designer, Madame Clara. You can find this as well in there. Now, if you guys want both decks, I noticed on their page you can buy both for $90 or they're $50 each, okay? But these are definitely one of a kind. Now, a lot of people ask me, like, is it hard to shuffle circular cards? And I'm going to tell you no, it's actually easier. And the reason it's easier is because you don't have any edges that stop you, okay? If I'm shuffling like this, and I have an edge that goes like this, and my cards go like that, like it's hard for me to grab it and bring it back in. Not super hard, but I mean, it's edges, right? Now, when I shuffle this deck, no matter what, I can always bring the cards back in a lot easier, okay? So if you guys are looking for something that's easy for you to shuffle, this deck is like amazing. And you want to know what else is awesome about this deck? And now it's circular, so you're probably thinking like, how am I going to flip it up? What's it going to look like? Now, just know that in here, look, there's words on all sides. Okay, so there's words on all sides. So you could technically pull 4 different words on one card, and it's whatever you're drawn to could be whatever that is, okay? All right, so here we go. You guys ready? I guys throwing your name in there. Wayne, I see you, Wayne. Card fell out for you, Wayne. All right. Now, I got mimicry and mockery, which is telling me that you have an idea of this awakening. You have an idea of what you want to bring the world, but it's low key right now. I feel like you need to just start mimicking other people, start copying other people, start doing, and not like copying in a way that's taking like, saying that you created this video, not taking somebody else's content, but like if somebody else is telling you how to do meditation, take that information and do exactly what they did. If you don't know how to do it, try it the way that somebody else does it first, and then try to incorporate it into your life or make the necessary changes. All right. I know that I'm losing connection. I am so sorry. I want to make sure that Wayne gets his message. Okay. So I'll say this again, Wayne, it still says loss of connection. So there is this idea of you really picking up other people's habits. I feel like you have to, you can use this in a good way by doing it to heal yourself. Okay. If you don't know this process of awakening, you don't know this process of ascension, you don't know this process of meditation, copy it in other people first. Okay. Use what other people have done and just follow their path until you find your own. All right. Oh no, it says I've lost connection. Are you guys still here though? Can you still see me? Like the comments are coming through like crazy. Dominique, are you here? I want to make sure. Dominique, are you here? I just had like a loss of connection for a while, but everyone's still coming through. Wayne, did you hear anything I said? I see Yvette. Oh, you can see and hear me. Okay. All right. Jenica, I have a message for you. Okay, I have to remind you to maintain your focus. I feel like it's really easy for you to get distracted, and even maybe I'm talking about meditation. I don't know. I just feel like there's this element of removing distractions from your daily life. Okay. And I had to do this. Like, this is what I'm thinking for my own understanding of this but there's something else in your life that's kind of coming in the way of your daily healing. Okay. Daily connections. And I'll tell you my example of this. This is when I realized my cell phone was keeping me from having a relationship with my children. Like right you know, when everything first came out, all this social media first came out, my kids were really little, and I was literally that mom on the couch on my phone while they were watching TV. I was like, well, they're not paying attention to me anyway, so what does it matter? But like, then I got into this routine, and they would be like, mom, 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 and I would be completely ignoring them because I would be so into what I was doing on my phone. There's this energy of you eliminating a distraction that's not allowing you to heal. Okay, so push that away, push that distraction away, or try to figure out how to, like if it is a phone, try to figure out how to like give yourself boundaries with it. Okay, all right, Yvette, I see you in here. Okay, Yvette, message for you. I'm using the 2-cent Oracle. This is by Madame Clara. The link is in my bio if you'd like to purchase this deck. Oh, okay, so I got sacrilegious for you. And I feel like this has to do with like ideology. I feel like this has to do with you devoting your time to things that people think don't matter. And I feel like I have to tell you to ignore them. Okay? It seems like I lost a connection again, but I feel like I need to tell you that the thing, like at a younger age, I feel like maybe you devoted your time and attention to things that people said that wasn't worth it, okay? Whether you were drawing in your room and someone said, well, get out and go outside or play with your friends or do homework instead. There's this energy of something that you devoted time to that you ended up not finding value in because of something someone said often when you were younger, almost pushing you away from this activity. But I feel like it brought you closer to yourself. And for some reason, maybe they were afraid that you were going to be introverted or something. I don't know what it is, but I feel like they're constantly pushing you away from it. Like they feel like there's no value in it. Okay? But there's value in it. There's value. All right. All right. You can see me? Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for saying that. Carrie, I got a message for you. Fortitude. So I feel like you need to realize that it's almost like coming through of beauty and strength. Okay, that I feel like I'm being asked to tell you that there is a combination of beauty and strength that is inside of you, and the strength isn't really coming as like physical strength, but it's coming as a nurturing strength. Like it's coming as a strength that we don't normally see is nurturing. We don't usually see as a strength. Like for example, we might see aggression as strength, but I feel like you need to know that your nurturing abilities, your divine feminine instincts, those are all strength. Like there's strength in those characteristics. So for a lot of you guys, realize that like if you are very nurturing, like there's strength in that. Okay? Like the divine feminine helps to recreate and repopulate the earth. Strength. All right. Oh, I see you guys are like super behind. Dominique, okay, here we go. I'm going to use this. Okay. Anybody have some depression, anxiety in their life and they don't want to go to a therapist or psychiatrist? Okay, I have the Dialectical Behavioral Skills Therapy deck. All right, this is linked in my bio as well. This is an interesting deck. You're not going to find this anywhere else. This was created by 2 psychotherapists, and this deck was created to help people with bipolar disorder, with anxiety, depression. Okay, now what this deck has in it, it has mindfulness skills. It has interpersonal effectiveness skills. It has skills to regulate your emotions. Okay, so what you might do is when you get this deck, by the way, it comes in order. I'm just used to shuffling. So what I'm going to do is read one of these for you and just kind of show you guys what it is. So it's like what they did was any skills or activities that they would tell their client, they basically wrote them down. What are the activities for these types of problems, and hand it home to people so that they can do it but themselves, okay? So like I said before, like when you get this, it comes with a code of all, if you say take a rest, or you want something to make yourself take a rest, you would look on number 11 under the distress and tolerance skills, okay? So let's read this one. It's a mindfulness skill, okay? And I like this deck because it has to do with spirituality too, guys. Mindfulness skill. It says it's number 24, do what's effective. Awesome. I'm glad you guys are liking this deck. Changing behavior can be difficult. Do what's effective means that you act in an appropriate way to achieve your goals, even if it feels uncomfortable or unnatural. Did you guys hear that? Did you just friggin' hear that? Listen, doing what is effective, okay, so if you want to behave in an effective way to get your goals, okay, doing what's effective means that you act in an appropriate way to achieve your goals, even if it feels uncomfortable or unnatural. That is how we provoke change in our lives, doing things that are uncomfortable, okay? Now, today, be mindful and choose appropriate actions. Avoid judging. Be aware of your body language and just do the best that you can, okay? And let me tell you guys something about body language. I love body language. A lot of times I recognize my own body language, but if you're dealing with another person, understand that body language can really, I needed that message. I'm trying to quit drinking. Good. Okay. Awesome. And that is difficult, right? Your behavior of like not using alcohol to cope with an emotion or cope with a feeling, that is difficult and it may feel unnatural to you, and that is exactly what it's saying, okay? And it's not going to be easy and it's not going to be comfortable, but it will be a mindful choice that is effective, okay? So I'm so happy that you even like admitted that. I'm so happy that you even wrote that on there. Like, congratulations to you. And I am fully supporting your changes to better life. Okay? Fully. So thank you for being honest about that. All right. I don't know. I'm shuffling this deck. Do I need to pull one more? I don't know. Trying to keep myself from a lot of triggers. And that's the hardest part. Yeah, you're right. Look, when I decided that I was going to awaken and I needed to do this, I had to get away from my family. I had to move. I lived in Maine. I moved to Florida. I had to get away because that was my programming. I was used to that. So I couldn't live in what I thought was normal anymore. I had to live outside of my normality in order to realize what was not really truly part of who I was supposed to be. Okay? All right, so we're going to use the Daily Crystal Inspiration deck. I love this Oracle deck. If you are just starting out with Oracle, oh, you're in Florida? Me too. If you're just starting out with Oracle, this is a great deck to use. This was one of the first decks I ever got, and I still use it all the time. I love it, okay? All right, Jeanette, you ready for a message? We're going to talk, this might be about, okay, let's see what crystals you need in your life. Okay, I told you, twofold decks. I use decks that 2 reasons. And this one, it tells you a little bit about crystals, okay? And I use this deck to figure out what crystal you need in your life, what area or chakra you need to unblock, and maybe how or why, okay? So I said Jeanette, so let's go with Jeanette first. What crystal does Jeanette need in her life to balance? Lapis, okay, this is make a decision, and to me this has to do with your throat chakra. Lapis also has to do with your intuition though, but I feel like when you make a choice, like making a decision, I feel like it's a thought process, and I feel like it's really telling you to eliminate fear from your thought process, from your decisions. Do you do the ordered readings on live or via email? Good question. Thanks for asking. So right now, I'm not doing any paid readings live, just because I found a lot of people have really specific questions. I do a lot of medical readings. I do a lot of health readings, fertility readings. So I don't do those live. But what happens is I do the reading. So I see them, they're up here in front of me. I record a video response and then I send it back to your email. So it'll come back through Snipfeed. Snipfeed is the company that I'm working through, and I work through this company so that I validate who I am. And, from that point, you're going to check your email. I would check your email. If you book today, check your email, by Sunday, the latest, it should be in there. If for some reason you don't hear back from me within, 4 days, you can always reach out to me. You can check your spam, or you can log in to snipfeed.co with the email that you used. Okay. So I hope this helps. I hope it helps you guys. Okay. And I know this is probably a little behind. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe this is behind. I don't know. Okay. So here we go. Who's next? Guys, want to know your blocks? Want to know what crystal you need in your life? Here we go. Say your name. Tell me your name. Kelly. Here we go, Kelly. Pyrite. So this is telling me let the money flow in, okay? And I feel like maybe you're just a little protective of your money. And just remember, when we are protective of something, law of attraction says the universe will be protective of it too. So if we are withholding something, the universe will withhold it back from us. So this is what I have to say. If you are someone, maybe this is not the exact thing you need to hear, but maybe along the lines of it. This is how I feel like I have to describe it. It's like when you're going shopping. We all know we have to spend money to live. If we get it, we spend it. I mean, technically right now, unless you have your own farm. But besides that, if you live in society. Now, when you go shopping, do you look at the prices to shop? Do you shop with saving money in mind, or do you shop with health in mind? Because those have consequences. Shopping with money in mind is going to still keep money from coming into your life. If you shop with health in mind, then money is not even in the equation, but you're making health and money like together. Okay. So I would advise you to change the way that you think about money coming into your life. And that could even be, and it's more about money flowing in. So I feel like you need to be less restricted with the way you think about money. Okay? All right. Okay, Christina. I see you on there, Christina. All right. I only have about 15 minutes left on this live, guys. If you'd like to get that $16 reading, please book that within the next 15 minutes. So I have Christina here. Christina, hematite. You need some hematite. Ground yourself. Okay, you want to know what ground yourself means? Ground yourself is, imagine yourself as a tree. You are the tree of life, my dear, okay? And a tree has roots. Now, if a tree has one root in the ground, one root sticking straight in the ground, a windstorm could come or a hurricane could come and just completely blow it over. Now, grounding yourself means that you need to go into different areas of your life and make sure that you understand why you do what you do. Why do you think about money this way? Why do you think about living this way? Why do you think about careers this way? Why do you think about jobs this way? Why do you think about relationships this way? You need to go in and you need to almost like reevaluate your root systems so that you can have secure roots in the ground. So when that storm comes, you're just going to sway a little bit. You're not going to take off. All right. So hematite is, do I have any with me right now? No. Use hematite on your left side or left hand to maybe invite more ethereal ether type of energy, more psychic energy. Put the stone in your right hand if you want more grounding energy, okay? And grounding means earthly energy. It means thinking about earthly things. You're right, Laurel! 44.4 thousand likes. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Cheyenne, you're next, babe. Okay. Here we go. Cheyenne. Thank you, guys. The little things in life, right? Find the little joys. Cheyenne, what do you need here, Cheyenne? Okay, so you got pink opal. Be kind to yourself. This is telling me you need a heart chakra awakening. This is also telling me that I need to send you guys into a heart chakra awakening. Okay, so I'm going to do that right now for you guys. What I need you to do, and you don't have to receive this if you don't want to, but if you would like to awakening. Okay, so I'm going to do that right now for you guys. What I need you to do, and you don't have to receive this if you don't want to, but if you would like to experience a heart chakra awakening of some sort in the next 48 hours, this is what is going to happen. Is what the guides are telling me what will happen is by putting this energy into your heart, I'm inviting you to think of a situation a little bit more deeply or empathic that you would. So you might find that today or in the next couple of days, you are maybe a little bit more emotional about something. Maybe you cry on TV, watching something on TV, or like something is so much more heartfelt, or you're happy crying that you haven't before. These heart chakra awakenings can really, they deepen what love feels like inside of you. And a lot of us don't really know what deep, deep, deep love is. It's because we don't want to get hurt from it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create energy through my heart chakra right here, and I'm going to send it to you. So if you would like to receive it, all you have to do is hold your palms up to the screen and imagine receiving the light through your palms. Okay, and then I'll talk you through it after that. Okay, so here we go. Receive this light as it enters your palms and warms your hands and tingles up both arms into your shoulders. You might feel it around the back or through the front of your chest into your heart chakra. Okay, so the reason I did that at the end with my hands was to kind of taper off the energy. I didn't want to pull the energy back with me. I wanted to leave it with you. Okay? All right. Someone says deeper than I am already. Awesome. Maybe deeper and deeper and deeper. Like, I remember when I had my first heart chakra awakening, I was like, everyone lied to me about what love was. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. Like, I was amazed to find out what love really felt like at 31. And I had 2 kids, and I did not feel a depth of love. You know, I mean, you got full goosebumps. Good. I'm glad I sent that to you guys. Some of you might have felt it right here, like a little tingle in the back of your neck too. But I instructed it to stay there. Okay. All right, good. All right, guys, we have about 11 minutes left, so let's do some more readings. Guys, want to do some more readings? Okay. Oh, you found me yesterday? Awesome. So just letting you guys know, I am live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to about 1:30, 1:45, somewhere in there around 2. Okay? So if you want to catch those lives, get some free readings, or even catch the reduced rates, please do that. So I'll just let you guys know, I have 10 minutes left for the $16 readings. If you would like to purchase that reading, go ahead and leave the live. You can come back. It doesn't take that long. I see a lot of you guys are doing the aura readings. There's an $11 aura reading. And what the aura reading can help you is to understand what energy that you are in now. And I also tell you what you need to bring, or what you can do to harness that energy. Like, if you're in the light of grounding, what can you do right now? What is your body telling you to do? Maybe you can take advantage of it. If you are in a light of intuition, then maybe this is a good time for you to awaken, okay? So think of that. And I see Yvette and Sarah and Samantha. Yvette, you're in there again. Crystal, I see you guys just got in here. Okay, Eva, here we go, Eva, message for you. You're very close to achieving your goals. I do feel like there's this, it's almost like I got a gibbous moon, and this gibbous moon means it's almost a full moon. Okay, and full moon is like when you're harvesting all the things that you have been manifesting. So the things that you've been manifesting, I feel like maybe even in the 6 months from now, expect in the next 2 weeks, maybe to see some things coming into fruitfulness, into this 3D world, even if it's ideologies and stuff like that, okay? All right, Larry. Message for you, Larry. Are you washing the dishes? Why do I see you washing the dishes? Do you not have a dishwasher? Be bold and make the first move. Okay, so this is a lot of people believe, I even have this video that I like posted this when I didn't understand the law of attraction for so long. Okay. Now, be bold and make the first move is really telling me it has to do with relationships. I feel like this has to do with relationships with another person. I feel like there's this element of you want something from another person. You want a feeling, you want attention. There's something you want, a relationship of some sort from another person. And I feel like you have to bring it. You have to bring it instead of hanging around and letting it simmer and feeling things out. I feel like you have to take control over it. 50,000, awesome, you guys. So there's this element of you really taking control of what you want. And we all have to realize that, like, we may not all be able to predict the future, but we can all create it. And you are a creator. And I feel like whatever it is that you're wanting from someone, you have to bring it first. You have to be that and bring it first, okay? If it's communication, bring communication. If it's romance, bring romance, okay? That's how I feel. All right, we got 7 minutes left, guys. 7 minutes. Okay, Lauro, message for you. I know you booked with me the other day, and I'm talking to you too. Okay, hold your vision. Okay, what you see for yourself, what you see for your abilities, it is true. Okay, I know it's hard. Sometimes I feel like maybe you second guess yourself. Like, is it real? Is it not real? Is it real? Is it not real? Hold your vision. Don't second guess yourself anymore. Those days are gone. Second guessing yourself is gone. I'm here to tell you that it is true, it is real, and it is within you. Okay? All right, guys. Elisha, with an E, Elisha. Okay. Okay, so this is a full moon in Pisces that I'm getting, and we're actually in Pisces season. This is a new moon in Pisces that's coming up. So anything that you're manifesting in this new moon in Pisces is probably going to be, playing out over the next 6 months, you changing your minds and things like that. But right now, I feel like in order to embrace this true energy, you have to find more balance in your life. And it's being practical versus spirituality. And practicality is just the training that you've had on earth of who says what is good and what is bad. You know, those fear mongers or mom who is, be careful, watch out, don't do that. There's this energy of you really understanding that a lot of the fears that you have on this earthly world are due to other people and their experiences, not really due to yours. So you have to balance out listening to your own intuition versus succumbing to the fears and making choices of fears based on other people and how you grew up and the way that you thought. Okay, so you have to balance spirituality and practicality. That is what you need to know. Okay? All right. All right, here we go. Oh, 5 minutes left. Hey, Letty. Hey, girl. You just got balance, spirituality, and practicality. You got the same card as I just pulled before. Okay, so it's like this is what I feel like for you. Okay, you just told me you're going through like this heart chakra awakening. Now it's going to be really easy for you to drift off into the ethers. Okay, it's going to be really easy for you to enjoy the energy that you feel inside of you. Like there's nothing like a heart chakra awakening. Like I want to sit in it all the time. Letty, I'm reading you right now. I know I see your name, so I want you to know I'm reading you. There is this energy of you not living there. Don't live in this world all the time, because you have to bring what you're learning in this meditative state and you have to bring it to the world. You have to bring your love to the world. Okay, don't forget to do that. I feel like it's going to be really easy for you to just succumb to this heart chakra awakening and like be good and feel it and love it and like love the emotions, but you have to now take it into the real world and start helping people. Don't forget that part, okay? All right, girl. Yep, this is my only account, guys. I have about 120 scam accounts on there. Okay, the only thing, you can't report them, but I think you can report their videos for scams. Did I drop any cards? Maybe no, I didn't drop any cards. Okay. Do you have any more decks I want to use? I do. Okay, Ryan. Message for you, Ryan. You got 50, the rhinoceros. 50 is a number about balance. It also says overcome any obstacles. So I feel like you would have to overcome obstacles with balance, balancing things out, okay? Not being too extreme one side or the other. So if you're having, does this have to do with your body? I feel like there's a balancing of things. I don't know if it's eating and exercising. I'm just getting a balancing of two things, but that there's an obstacle you have to overcome, okay? Like, it's almost like losing weight, but I can't just change my eating. I can't just exercise. There's like a combination or a balance of two things that you need to do, okay? All right. Letty, I just saw your comment. I'm so happy that we're meshing, we're vibing. I'm so happy. Thank you. Okay, Trish. Hi, friend. You like the shower reading? You're welcome. I'll always read for you in the shower. Watch and wait, okay? This is telling me, I almost feel like, if you feel like it's like you're at the beginning of a situation though. I don't feel like I can tell you that an ending or something is coming. It's almost like I feel like, let me see. Okay, something had just happened. There's been a little scuffle, like a hiccup, okay, this just happened, didn't expect it. Now I feel like you just need to just relax, let the universe take control, watch and wait how it turns out. I don't feel like there's going to be resolution quickly, but I feel like if you don't let it go, it's going to consume your thought for a long time. Okay? Right. Oh, we got one more minute, one more reading. Joe with the crescent moons. Joe. Okay. You have to use your mind wisely. I feel like you need a... Okay. I'm getting a lot of chatter. Like, I feel like there's a lot of chatter, a lot of people. It's almost like a lot of things coming in your brain at one time. I don't know if there's a lot of people telling you, or they have told you how to live or how you should live, or telling you their opinions. Okay. But there's something about you trying to focus on your own intuition, something about focusing on your own truth, because I feel like you're meant to come out of the shadows of other people. You're meant to come out of the opinions and the ideas of other people. They have kept you back. Okay. You did, guys, we did hit 555. Okay. Yeah. I'm so focused on your third eye, and I feel like you have to believe the truth is in here, guys. This is the truth. The truth is not in what other people say. You might learn lessons doing what other people say, but you're not going to ever get to those destinies or those truths. And there's 55 people in here, by the way, and we just hit 55.5. 55555. That is huge change, guys. Huge change coming. Huge change is coming. I can feel in the energy. We're about to hit this Pisces energy. This means that your intuition is going to be heightened. You are going to have a heightened state of awareness, a heightened state of intuition. Okay. You might start to finish people's sentences. You might start to think about what people are going to say before they say it. You might say things at the same time as people. I look like a child between Marilyn Monroe and Katherine Heigl. I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank you. Thank you. I believe that I was born with a face that was familiar. I believe that I was purposely made to look familiar to people, but just not quite. And let me tell you, how do you find my YouTube? So you just have to click the link in my bio. It'll take you to my site. It's my snip feed where my readings are. But if you scroll to the bottom, let me get there. So, oops. If you scroll to the bottom, there's my page. I scroll to the bottom. Can you see that, guys? Okay. And there's a video I did of Summer Wells. And then right there is the meta movement. And sometimes I team up with another psychic and we do psychic investigations. So that's that YouTube channel. So I have both YouTube channels. Okay. So if you guys would like to book, I'll leave it open for 5 minutes after I'm done my live, just so you can get in there and quickly grab one of those readings for yourself. I am so hungry. Ooh, I'm so hungry. I'm going to have a snack and then I'm going to do some readings. If anybody booked a 24-hour response reading, that gets done first. And then I upload the ones I've done from Hey Hero. If you booked from Hey Hero yesterday, those are done. Those will get uploaded today. And then I'm going to work on the snip feed ones that were purchased last night. So again, if so that is so true. You feel familiar to me too. Guys, since I was 18 years old, people have come up to me from everywhere and said, "Do I know you? Do I know you?" What are my thoughts on aerokinesis and telekinesis? Okay, you want to hear? Okay, listen. Of course, yes, exist. Now let me explain what I do. Okay, ready for this? You guys can do this too. Now I want you to go outside on a windy day. It has to be a windy day. Go outside on a windy day, and I want you to sit down and meditate. Close your eyes and feel the wind. Imagine what the wind looks like if it were colors, okay? And I want you to learn to manipulate the wind. Try to change the wind patterns. Try to give it color. Try to see what it looks like if it's just going naturally. But when I started this journey in 2016 in Florida, we had Hurricane Irma, and I sat outside during the hurricane weather, and I told myself that I was going to control the wind. Now, you may not believe this, but listen to what I'm going to tell you guys. I was in the eye, okay? Where I live, I was in the eye of the hurricane, and it was supposed to hit us at a 5, okay? Now, I don't know why I did this, but I felt like I had to stop it. I felt like I could control the wind, okay? I'm a Gemini, I'm an air sign. I felt like I could control the wind. So what I did is for 2 weeks, I went outside and I meditated to become part of the wind. I imagined myself as particles, as part of the wind. And then what I did was I would run around the block and imagine that I had a huge parachute on my back, and I would collect the wind, and I would bring it down, and I would bring it down and bring it down. And guess what? When the hurricane hit us, it was a 2, not a 5. And the eye missed us and just went a little north. So I don't know if I physically helped to take that hurricane from a 5 to a 2, but I'll tell you, I worked so hard. I meditated for 2 weeks while that hurricane was coming at us. I meditated in the wind. I became part of the wind. I controlled the wind. I slowed the wind down. And it ended up hitting us at a 2. So people come up to you all the time and ask where they can find things. That's so cool. That's crazy. That's weird. I wonder why. Like, you would do that when you were younger too? You were a Gemini too? Yeah, like, I don't know what it is about being a Gemini. It gets such a bad rep. I feel like when I was younger, people were like, well, you're sporadic and you're this. And it's just like, the best thing about being a Gemini, I feel like, is you can experience both ends of the spectrum and then find yourself somewhere in the middle. Okay? You think I absolutely made a difference in the wind? I do too. Okay? Wow, that's so crazy, you guys. Like, if you have a familiar face, it is for a reason. People are supposed to be drawn to you, okay? You're supposed to be approachable. That's the point, right? Like, that's the whole point of it, okay? All right, thanks so much for being here, guys. It's okay if you're not a Gemini. I'm a Gemini sun. I have a Cancer moon, and I am a Scorpio rising, or ascendant. If you look in your chart, that's what it says. So a lot of people follow their sun signs. I do follow Marin Altman a lot, and she does, rising signs for her readings, and I find that I resonate well with those. So maybe if some of you find that, you don't maybe resonate all the time with your sun sign, maybe you want to follow one of your other signs. Okay. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I might pop in tomorrow around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to do some missing persons cases. I might just do it with or without Bree if she's available, just because her week looks a little different. She's in Louisiana, so they have what is going on right now? Is Mardi Gras coming up, or there's Fat Tuesday or something? There was something coming up. Yep. Oh, I said approachable and you typed approachable. See? Like we're on the same wavelength. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Got me to 58.8 thousand likes. Thank you so much. What should I do? Okay, because you did that, I'm going to lower... should I do this? You guys want to purchase... And anybody in here still thinking about purchasing a reading? I can change the price for like 5 minutes and see if anybody wants to jump in for a $5 price. Actually, you know what? I'll do that next week for you guys. Okay, I'll go a little bit. I'll do one day where I just drop the price really drastic so you guys can just like hammer me with questions. Okay, we'll do it next week since I already had people that paid the other price. All right, so thank you so much for booking. Thanks for being here. Kate, you're not invisible. Why are you invisible? There are so many people in here, love. All right. You know what? Kate, I feel like you need to bring your real you. Okay? That's what the card I just pulled for you, okay? All right. All right, you guys booked. Awesome. Now next week, make sure you show up Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I'll be live one of those days. I'll drop it a little bit more just to see if you guys want multiple questions. Sometimes, you know, you might have multiple questions, but you can only afford one reading. Maybe we can make it so like I can do maybe half price and then you can just do one question kind of thing. Okay? All right, thanks guys. I love you. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support and send your light.